So here we are in our versions. We're just to continue talking about versions. We've got a time code offset. We've got a movie start time, and we've got a hour matches real. The time code offset. There are occasions when the feet and frame start time and the top of the hour don't always happen. I worked on a project last year where the picture start was at 0 feet and frames, but the time code was at 00, 59, 52, 00. So to accommodate this, I've put in a time code differential here. So let's say to accomplish that, we'll put in my program here. The window burn on the QuickTime is distinct. It's actually burned into the picture. This is an overlay window I have. But you can see here that I've been able to subtract 8 frames from the time code. So now, whenever I capture any time code, the relationship between the feet and frames and the time code will be preserved. And if I even capture in feet and frames, the appropriate time code representation will be made. This is a really once in a blue moon occurrence, but the opportunity is there. Movie start time. I assume when you load up a QuickTime that it's going to start at the top of the hour. If it doesn't, then it's incumbent upon you as the user to enter in the actual start time of the movie. So if the movie didn't start at hour 1, it would you would have to type that value in here. Hour matches real. This right here determines whether or not when you go from 53, 99, and 15 to the next frame, whether or not it turns over to 5400 feet or if it turns back over to 0. So if you don't want to queue in an hour-based system, if you want to have a feet and frame counter that actually goes over 53, 99, and 15, you need to turn this off. Okay. So the online manual has some very specific examples of this. So that's versions. I will show you reasons now. Okay. Reasons. Just like characters and versions, you can add or delete reasons. You can also import or drag and drop reasons from another document. So we'll come here to reasons and we'll grab a couple and we'll just drag and drop them in. Some of the material you're dragging in already exists. Would you like me to add the material that doesn't already exist? Add. So we'll just add the differential there. Okay? We'll close that out. So that's great. If you've already created an old document that has all your stuff in it, you can just drag and drop into this one. Then you can also delete, again, like the other ones. Like the character, if there are particular reasons that you always use, you can drag them up to the very top of the list. So dialog overlap. If we come here to edit and we come to reason, we can go to the top and we see dialog overlap is at the top. So the order again that you have material in here is reflected in your edit windows combo boxes. Okay, scenes. Let me go ahead and delete some data here. I've got some test data. We'll delete that. You can either type in each individual scene, but that's a little boring. All right. You can have, or you can get a continuity from the picture department. All right. Now the picture department is unlikely to ever give you a text file, but the ideal way to bring data into this program is to import it using a text delimited, a comma or tab delimited text file, okay, where each reason is on its own individual scene. I'll show you here. Right, you have scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. Each individual scene is on its own line. That is the ideal way to bring these in here. Now, that's unlikely to happen. You can have your assistant type it up like that if you wish, or you could type it up like this. What typically happens is the picture departments give you PDF files. So I've built in a little program in here called PDF to Text. It's a freeware program that's out there that I just incorporated into the program. We'll open up what we have here. Let me open this. It is a text file, a PDF file of a text file. And what I've done is this is from an old film a bunch of years ago. I've created a PDF file, and I'm going to import that into my program. Well, actually, I'm going to open it. I'm going to save it as a text file. So real1.txt, We'll put it here on the pics drive. We'll replace it because this is actually the second time I'm doing it. And then we'll import that file in. And when we do that, each individual scene, which is on its own line, comes in to the program. Okay, on its own line. Now, if you open up a raw PDF, you know, typically use the PDF program to convert the PDF that you get from the picture department into a text file, and then just clean up the text file. It'll all take you all 5 minutes to do, a couple of minutes to do, not even 5 minutes. But that's all of your scenes. Okay, we'll delete those. I don't want those anymore. Sort site. We're going to pause and we'll let this continue on the next movie.